Okay, this is Jessica McDaniel with Church of Tarot. Now, here, just zone in and don't second guess your instinct. Just pick a stone. And then I will do the reading on that pile. And I'll give you a minute. Excuse me. Okay. So zoom in. You have the rose quartz. We have the labradorite and the tiger's eye. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So funny, huh? Okay. Great. You can kind of see here what's going on. There you go. And I can work. Yes. So. Nothing personal. Okay, so. You're safe to go. We will start with the rose quartz. How's that? Okay, so this rose quartz. Show me, Holy Spirit, what you want me to know and tell the collective. Okay, creativity. It's in reverse. So, basically, you have blockages that are holding you back. And you're struggling to find any kind of motivation or inspiration in anything you do. You hate going to work. You probably don't want to get up in the morning. You're like going through depression, anxiety phase, which is normal. We're all human, you know. But this is an awareness card to let you know that, nope, you got to pick up your bootstraps. Collective, you got to pick up your bootstraps. Okay? You can't give up no matter what. I mean, eventually. That's funny how I did that. Now we have security. Okay, in the reverse. So you may feel uncertain, about your security or your safety. Events, from the outside that has probably shaken your foundation. Or may, and hey, that's understandable because, especially if you're a business person, there's a lot of people that hate us. Like, well, hate business people. I don't know. But from experience, I have a lot of haters. And you know what? I don't care what anybody freaking thinks about me. I am who I am. I'm do what I do to survive. And I'm surviving off your donations right now. Because I've applied for everything. And yeah. I'm really hungry. But I love doing this anyways. Because I ran from it for years. My gifts. And I was scared of them until I learned how to embrace them. Okay. So it came out like this exactly. So we have emotional repair. So this is what your future is going to be. You're going to, after you get out of this situation of feeling insecure and affecting your creativity, which is your mood. So basically, you know, you have these, you're holding on to the past, whatever happened, you know, and don't let it to continue to influence you right now. Enjoy the moment, live for the future, forgive and forget. It's better for you. You're just hurting yourself when you don't forgive and forget and move on, you know. And with time, you know, and effort, meaning work, you know, it takes a little bit of effort, work, to truly heal. So, and self-reflection. So, just remember you're valuable, you're loved, and, you know, everybody has a purpose. And then these two, this one landed here in the upright. So, basically, your physical and emotional health is in good condition, so that's good news. It's just to remind you that you might be borderline something, you know. I'm not a doctor or anything like that. But, yeah. I'm just trying to use my gift that God made. And this card is basically saying maybe you should go get your labs done. You know, just get your yearly physical just to make sure that you're healthy. And like bad habits are created, so can good ones. It's just harder to do. And you gotta want to do it. So this empathy card here in the reverse, you know, basically you're feeling like overlooked from others. You're like, your efforts don't matter, and your efforts do matter. Don't feel emotionally distant. Just use that time to reflect and rebuild character and better people. When I was 11, my grandfather said I could turn the bad that was done to me into good, and it really resonated with me. Like this message that you picked, I hope is resonating with you. In rebuilding an emotional connection, you know, to help and heal the relationship of whatever relationship you're on the outs with. It could be your mom, your dad, your kid, your aunt, your best friend, but it's not worth it. Life's too short. Life's too short, you know. And if you have one good friend that doesn't talk about you or actually sticks out for you if someone's talking about you, or doesn't say anything but good about you behind your back, that is a real friend. And that kind of person is hard to come by. So you want to hold on to those kind of people, and that are honest and loyal. So yeah, this is the message pretty much to tell this collective. Basically, let's see, you know, you can't let it affect you in your work. Especially, you've got to learn how to leave your work and your home life separate from each other, because it doesn't mix and match. Like religion and politics in a barbershop doesn't match. Neither does that. So this is why you're lacking probably passion in the past, you know, that was fading with this loved one possibly. Doing a daily stress, you know, from being exhausted emotionally because of the intensity of a loss. What kind of loss? I mean, I understand loss, and it's okay to grieve. Like, you have to grieve to heal. So, and don't let anybody tell you get over it, because you never get over it. It just gets worse. But you got to learn to live with it, because we got to rise, you know, above the statistic. We can't let people punk us like that. So, you know, don't let it drain your energy to where you're just so depressed and just just not into it. I feel you, man. Like, I'm just not into it either. Like, to be honest with you. Okay, collective. Let's see. We have trust issues. So, it's in the reverse. Yes, definitely. Doubts probably are surfacing. Betrayals or hidden emotion. You know, perhaps due to the past. I gotta let the past go, dude. Can't live in the past. That's what you're thinking about right now in the present. You cannot live in the past. You gotta live for the now. This is the now. Life's too short. Don't let it take your joy. Do what you want to do. Use this time to reflect and be a better person yourself and make a difference in the world, because you can. All it takes is one person to make a difference. So, don't think you can't. Because I was, you know, pretty much told by my mother that I was never going to amount to anything. But I'm never going to let her opinion, you know, distort my efforts. Wow, how it landed on that one. So we have, again, in the reverse, emotional barriers that are preventing true reconciliation, you know, unresolved anger, feelings that you're hiding, maybe putting away. No, you need to talk about your feelings. Like, it's okay. Talk about them. You gotta talk about your feelings to someone. So, you know, don't be afraid. Like, you're human. We all go through it. And that's why you need to make up with this friend. Because this is like the person that you usually talk to about everything. Your best friend. I feel like maybe you're friends with benefits, or like kind of like a new couple, you know, under 10 years. That's a new couple to me. I don't know what a new couple to you is, but when you're with someone for 26 years, I guess. It just, yeah. Anyways, let's see about this. He's wonderful, so I'm grateful to have him. This, oh my gosh, in the reverse. Are you kidding me? This courage card in the reverse. You're kidding me. So you're really afraid of holding back and taking big, bold steps just to make it. Like, it's making you feel like you can't go anywhere and that things are unbearable, and why do anything, you know, just stay in bed. No, because it's difficult. You gotta face it when it's difficult. You gotta take the good with the good and the bad with the bad. So that's just the way it is. And things aren't ever gonna be the same. Okay? In your past here, planning, we have in the reverse again. I can't believe this, like, negativity. Usually it's negative when it's in the reverse, like a battery, you know. But it's just basically awareing you, like, and giving you confirmation that these things need to be looked at and dealt with in your life to reach this nirvana or happiness. So this planning, I mean, a lack of it, just being no strategic plans at all, you know, it creates stagnation, because now you're just in a cycle, you know, doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe you're just like tired of that cycle. It's monotonous, you know, and it's just preventing you from what you want to do. And you're young, you know. So maybe you're not too happy about that. But you gotta make some money for now until you can get something better. This memories in the reverse again. Unbelievable in the reverse. Look at all this negativity. Terrible. You're feeling awful, my child. Okay, so you may be dwelling too much on these memories with this person. Don't think about him. You need to keep yourself busy, whether it's When I'm in a salon, if we weren't cutting, we were cleaning. So there you go. You gotta always keep your mind busy, you know, because you're missing out in the present right now. Like, right now is great. You know, if you have arms, legs, and can smile and have conversation, you're like rich if you have good health and can do these things. You might even be missing out in like future opportunities that could potentially lead to a relationship long term that you want, a love that you want. So just keep that in mind. And that's what you're doing in the present. Okay. And we have another reverse. Oh my god, I can't even believe another reverse card. Challenge. You're feeling challenged and overwhelmed, and that's understandable considering you're not getting, you know, along with this friend of yours. So I can understand the way you're feeling. You're struggling, you know, to find effective solutions, and I'm sure you're frustrated and confused, but you'll get over it, like, once things pan out. You got to self-reflect first, because if you don't love yourself first, how are you going to love someone else? It's more of like a lust thing or obsessive thing when you're like, can't love yourself first, you know, and you feel the need to be with someone. Like, don't make it be like an ego trip for you. And this is the last card, and I always like right here, you know, over planning is basically more negative energy breakthrough, like in reverse. So it's also whoever's hexing you, it's bad intender return to sender. You may feel stuck right now, whether it's your career, your home life, or whatever your situation is, like monotonous. Like, you need to find hobbies to do to keep yourself busy so you're not overthinking like things that are 90% not going to happen. And a very wise person told me that one time. 98% of things that we worry about really don't ever happen. So we waste all that time. Anyways, it limits you. Why do you want to be limited? Why? You don't want to be limited. You want to be unlimited. So it's time to reassess and reapproach what you're going to do and how you're going to do it in a positive way. If I were you, I would also get a pros and cons list and just weigh out the pros and cons and just be real with yourself. By yourself, reflect. You probably are a person that doesn't like to be alone. Me neither. But it is what it is. So that's what we got for this reading here. Okay, and we'll go with the... What do we have here? Thank God these cards make it easy just to, you know, they don't give me trouble at all. Oh, okay. So, a reverse again. Learning. Maybe you've seen everything under the sun. Well, that's not the attitude to have. Because once you stop learning, you stop growing, okay? So, you're probably just letting everything go and, like, neglecting the importance of continued learning, which is important, you know, because complacency breeds contempt. So you have to be prepared, you know, not unprepared for changing demands, whether it's in your home life or your work or whatever situation you're in again. So let's see. Oh. Okay, one popped out. We got prioritization. in the reverse, again, in the present. So that's past, present, and future here. So we got prioritization. Okay, you're lacking clarity in your priorities because of this person's depression. Just forget about it. Find a new hobby. Like, you probably don't even want to, or she probably don't even want to, with you collective at this moment, and you need to reflect too, and maybe it'll be better when you guys get back together. So scattered energy, you know, is a slow progress, and you don't want to go through that and refocusing and starting all over. I mean, it's a lot of effort learning somebody, so you want to get it right the first time. But it truly matters, you know, that you focus on what the other's needs is as well as yours, and regain momentum. You know, you want to treat people the way that you want to be treated, don't you? Okay, so we have competition in reverse, more a negative energy. Okay, so competition. Okay, maybe turning into rivalry, like, or jealousy with, you think maybe she's dating someone else, and no, or he, or that person is dating someone else, you know, there's no reason to be jealous. You're focusing too much in that person. Focus on yourself. Self-love. That's it. You know, it creates pressure and unease in relationships, and stress is no bueno for anybody. No one's health is a no bueno. So, no good. You don't want that. Ow. I'm a little stretched, but I need a little bit of therapy with my hand. I can't just not do nothing with it. I mean, or it's just gonna be like a, you know, it hurts, but it is what it is. I mean, it tells a story. So we have inspiration here. Okay, you are of great inspiration. Every aspect of your work and your personality and your person and just your parents, maybe it's in the family, you know, everything, it just flows creatively and effortlessly. So that's awesome to know. You know, that's what your past is about. That's great. You know, you're creative. You need to probably do some arts and crafts, or like if you're into building things or making new things or seeing how you can improve things, doing homework, you know, because it doesn't cost anything to learn. If you have the net, you can pretty much go online and learn anything you want. So this, in this moment, is in reverse, negative energy of transparency because of this relationship. And it's leading to distress and stress and miscommunication. And it needs to be back balanced, because it's not. You're not balanced at all right now. There's no balance, no stability, no communication. Communication equals relationship. So if you can't do that, then no wonder. Okay. Let's see what we have for you, collective, and in the near future. Why I felt like this is a relationship. Here we have romance. Okay, so dimming romance because it's in reverse again, negative energy. On a daily, really expressing love, and when you want something or when you need something and not just doing it because you love that person, that's not cool. You know, that makes the other person feel awful. But this is good opportunities. You have opportunities to make up with that person, and different ways of offering things, like maybe it's something to eat or something to drink or something just to keep the peace, you know. Like I said, if you don't mind, it don't matter. Like, let go, let God, like, use this as a chance, you know, for progress and personal and professional growth. Don't let it defeat you. Defeat it. Okay, so we have growth here, and yeah, you definitely are a person that likes to learn. Okay, I see. And this is creating personal growth, you being by yourself, even though it's hard, you know. It's helping you become wiser, stronger for other people. So, as an example, maybe you're a leader of some sort, or a boss or something like that. But that's just the feeling I get. Another masculine, divine masculine collective. Maybe a couple of them, or a few, from what I see. Then we have wealth. You know, it's not just about money. It's about abundance. It's about health. It's about prosperity, contentment, you know, in all areas in your life, not just money. So it's a way of thinking, just like sobriety is a way of thinking. So is, you know, living in general, trying to do the right thing and make your way. So just keep that in mind. Money is not everything. It really isn't. You can't take it with you anyways. Inevitably. I mean, just trying to be real. Real here. Let's see about these opportunities. Okay. Another one. Opportunity in reverse. Okay, now you're really missing these important opportunities. Really hesitating to take any kind of leap in this job offer or this job that you're just not willing, and that's okay. If you don't want it, there's probably something else, but it sounds like a really good job, and I would at least try. Can't give up, just try. And if you fail, hey, you know how many times I failed? I can't tell you how many times I failed. A lot of times, dear. And independence, really, again, in the reverse. This is like ridiculous. It's an over-reliance. It's hindered your ability to even stand on your own. So how can you feel like feeling like that? I mean, it's time to reclaim your own autonomy. So please do that. Like, focus on yourself, and it'll generate wealth and opportunity, perhaps. You know, don't worry about anybody else right now. Don't worry about intimacy. It's just an emotion. Emotions come and go. But love's an action, you know, so you gotta love yourself first. You know, it connects people to people, you know, but trust is earned too. And trust being earned equals love and compassion. So that's the difference between love, I think, and lust. You know, it's a strength in a relationship, not just a lust or an emotion, sporadic emotion, you know. That's like kitty stuff. But let's see about, hopefully this is good positive energy that I'm gonna pull out of here. Adventure. All right, so you're ready. Whatever it is, you're ready for this new adventure. You know, you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're exploring the unknown. You're excited about it. So do it. That's good. That is great. I think that is wonderful. I'm vibing it. I think that's what you should do. Now that I got you thinking. Just kidding. Well, I'm not, because I probably did. But here we go. We have, oh my gosh, in the reverse. Intimate relationships. Yeah, definitely overworking yourself. You need to rest too as a person. You're not Superman. I'm sorry to break it to you like that, but it's creating issues, in your relationship. Confusion, disappointment, distance, lack of communication. And it's happening. It's happened. It's creating, like, probably separation or a divorce if it goes like that anymore, which is just, you can change the future by knowing. Knowledge is power, and also a curse. And ignorance is indeed bliss. But at least you're balanced here. You're finding balance in life, between work and personal time, and between material and spiritual needs. So, hallelujah for that. An adventure over here. You're negative about your communication. Definitely everything is like being miscommunicated. You're taking it all wrong. Because of this confusion. Like, go to the source if you have a question. Don't go through a third party, because they don't know. And if they don't like you, they're not going to talk good. So these are feelings of being misunderstood, not understanding, not liking, or trying to control someone, or blocking progress in any relationship, for that matter, to be honest with you. So beware of that. Like, communication is important, and a fair communication. This risk management in the reverse. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so wow, this is just, you're missing so many opportunities. You have no idea right now. Seriously, get on the ball with it. Go get some good sleep tonight. Get up, get in the shower, shave, do what you gotta do, clean up, and get out in the world, because there's opportunities out there that you know of that can be taken at the moment, just to get even your mind off the bullshit. Just do it. It's not worth it, this relationship. If you can't make someone love you, or desire you here in the reverse. Yeah. You can't make someone desire you in the reverse either. It's overwhelming. It leads to dissatisfaction. It's control issues, which isn't healthy. It's just very not healthy. So, yeah, what did I say? Separation. In the reverse. So, in the future. So, you may be holding on to some kind of relationship that has already run its course. Like, stop beating a gone horse. Because it's so stagnant that it's never going to be able to be cleaned. Like, what's that cleaner? TLC or some TR, I don't know, something. Yeah, no, not even that can clean it. It's so done. It's gone. It's like over with. Like, forget about it. Just, you need to move on. Like, and now is the moment, And yes, you're a businessman. You made a lot of sacrifices here, for the comfort of others, and willingly did so, not forcefully, which is surprising, especially from like a young person. I feel like you've been on this journey for a while, and you're in your 50s. I could be wrong. For between 40s and 50s. You have needs too. Just remember that. support your own growth and your own. Don't be worried about everybody else for a minute. I know I always say that too. I won't, but then I end up doing it. But I've been what helps me with that? I just keep to myself. I don't even go out. I don't do anything like that. I just stay inside and try to do what I can do with what I have to do with. So, if you're willing to make the sacrifices for love, aside your own needs, you gotta think of hers or his or that person's, growth. And if your way of life will stifle hers or his, or vice versa. And that's what you need to think about. And just if you're thinking about anything, and I just wouldn't think about anything at this moment, because I would think about innovation. That's something you're good at. Brings out the creativity in you. Maybe you're like a designer or of clothes or something, you're into innovating things, making things, creating things, inventing things. Your work shines. Like, you're really good at what you do. You think outside the box and bringing fresh perspectives and solutions to issues. So stay that way. Focus in that. Don't focus anything else, because it's not worth it. This negative conflict, you see that? Stay away from it. Really, it's not worth it. Conflict, if it's escalating and there's no resolution, no way out, avoid it. Just ignore it, Ignore the emotional reactions and seek peaceful solutions. And if you can't do that, then you guys can't be around each other. Set boundaries. You need boundaries. With the last card here in decision making. At least it's upright. I'm just kidding. But, yeah. So, basically, you're making important decisions right now in your career, in your family. You have a lot of important decisions to make. If I were you, like I said earlier in this conversation and reading, I would get a pros and cons list. Pros and cons. And think about yourself and what you need. That's what I would do. But thank you. One more over here. One more for the Labradorite. Holy Spirit, show me exactly the message you want me to tell them, like that, huh? Okay, so that came out first. So, negativity. You don't like change. Me neither. I don't like change either. So you're obviously feeling anxious like me about anything, any kind of change. Yeah, because that's how I am. You're trying to resist it, and I do the same thing. And it leads to conflict internally, like your mind, and is not healthy. And that's something I need to work on too. So it's not good for either person, collective. It falters your decision making. Like, you don't make the best decisions when you're in that state of mind. And indecision creates delays. Overthinking and options leads to missed opportunities, more missed opportunities that's already been missed because all the drama that's been going on in that relationship. Maybe it's because you have kids that you guys stay together, or whatever. If you're separating, it's just hard right now, and that is hard. And I can't imagine having kids in this day and age. Right now you're feeling attractive, so a strong attraction, it binds, it does. It helps when the other person is attracted to the other person. Can't be with someone you're not attracted with. Let's face it here. It's a connection. an emotional connection, a physical connection. It draws you closer. You gotta be attracted to the person you're with. Don't settle for second best, just to whatever, get some. If that's the case, there's better options out there. But yeah, looking forward here. Belief is very strong. It guides you. You have your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, all looking after you. Just pray to God and just thank Jesus, that we could praise him and be here to love another and help another, because that's what it's about. And honoring veterans. Thank you to my veterans, all the veterans out there, for your services, female, male, whoever. Thank you so much, so we can be in our homes freely, live like we do, and have freedom of speech and opinion. So anyway, back to belief. It's your true path, your inner faith. It's your strength. So your belief is your strength. Don't think that it's not. Keep your beliefs. Who cares what anybody else has to say? So boundaries. See, we're just talking about boundaries, and that came in the reverse. Negative. So obviously things are being blurred, overstepped. You're feeling overwhelmed or drained, and that's going to do that to you when you set no boundaries. So your health is most important, and it's time for you to reinforce the limits. Just keep that in mind. It's time for you to do that. Oh my gosh, look what just popped out like that in this order. Oh my gosh, more. Someone's not doing teamwork. Okay, disagreements, misunderstandings is slowing the process. If you want to expedite things, you got to work together. So it's time to realign and strategically realign. There's expectations that are need to be met, especially if you have family and kids. So yeah, this is weird. Go backwards. I mean, come on, everything's negative. You may feel uncertain about future goals because of all this negativity too. I mean, I would. Current path, no longer aligns with what you thought you desired. Because if you truly desired it, you would still be there. You would make it work, no matter what. So you guys maintain friends because of kids, probably. That's good. Friendship's good, but you need those boundaries. When you set boundaries, that's when the friendship will occur respectfully. That's when support and genuine love comes in. People around you provide warmth and belonging when you set your boundaries.